This is a red drum. It's one of my favorite fish. It's also known as a spot-tail or a redfish. There are many techniques to do this. The easiest method I have found is to use a spoon. If you don't remove the scales, they can get onto the meat while you're filleting. In order to clean a red drum, first we need to descale the fish. So all I do is I make a cut right behind the gills. I'm just going to turn my knife and I'm going to ride the spine, and I glide it against that backbone. And then I'm going to flip my knife around and I'm going to follow that backbone towards the head. And I'm in no rush, I'm just going to take my time. I'm just taking my knife over that middle of the spine and I'm coming all the way up. Once I reach the ribs, I just cut the meat, and now I'm going to glide down the ribs and the other side of the fish. I'm going to utilize the same fillet technique to the other side of the red drum. It does take a bit of practice, but with practice comes perfection. Now it's time to remove the skin. So as you can see, no blood, no scales. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the meat off the skin. So I'm just going to make a diagonal cut. I'm going to ride the knife at a 45-degree angle between the skin and the meat. Their skin is pretty thin when you take off the scales, so you just got to be really careful, take your time. And just like that, you have a beautiful fillet of red drum. There's some pin bones, you can feel it with your hands. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knife to the left side as I'm cutting, and then I'm going to cut the other side as well. There you have it. That is a red drum that is fully filleted and cleaned. A huge shout out to Rezip. Rezip did not sponsor this video, but we got sick and tired of vacuum sealing our fish and wasting plastic. Putting plastic into the oceans is something that we strive very hard not to do. Our goal with the Salty Twins is to try to learn and improve ourselves to reduce our footprint on this earth. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take these fillets, put them in this Rezip Ziploc bag. You can put them in the dishwasher and reuse them over and over and over. You can also freeze them. And so I got a whole lot of these. I'm taking the fish, I'm going to be putting them in here, putting them in the freezer so that we can reduce that plastic waste. And until next time, stay salty.